What is up, everybody? Spidey here, and as always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. Sit back and relax as we've got an interview with Upper Deck, something that we've been looking forward to on this channel for a long time. What are you excited about, or what do you want, fans to be looking forward to when it comes to some of these new releases and what's happening in the future? Yeah.
We're always looking forward to the new collector experience. I think that's kind of what we push forward. Talking about using Platinum as an example, if I were a new collector coming into this, I'm just going to be wowed off the bat.
I can add in some other things. I think I'm really always excited to see things improve. So anything that brings new technology or trying something for the first time, there's always going to be some kinks to work out, and you never know what the reception is going to be. So I like that we have the opportunity to revisit things and improve as we go.
Yeah, and I feel like on my side, on the cinematic side of things, I feel like I have my own kind of list of kind of hurdles to kind of go over, right? It's very known that we're releasing these sets kind of far out from the movie release, but we still want to provide something that's worthwhile for collectors, which is why we do kind of autographs forward. I have a little nugget to share with you about a future product coming out that I'm looking very forward to on the cinematic side. We're doing a kind of a phase set. So we're doing it's going to be called Upper Deck Marvel Studios Series 1 and 2. Series 1 is going to so these first two sets are going to encompass kind of phase 4 of the MCU. And Series 1 is going to highlight the Disney Plus shows. Series 2 is going to highlight the cinematic stuff. I think one of the biggest pushes that we have in this set, or like the biggest highlight that I look forward to, is the kind of cinematic rookie card. Depending on if a character had their first appearance in that phase, we're going to be making a rookie card for them in those sets. And this is going to be kind of a living set as well. So each set that we bring out will continue the checklist. Each checklist will build upon the past one. And so this is going to be like a big collection by the time we get, further deeper into the phases as well.
Wow. So we're not talking about just like, like an individual movie or show centric release. We're talking about encapsulating a number of shows, which are movies, which allow you to kind of hit on the high points that people really want to really experience in their pack openings, right?
Exactly.
And focus on those characters that people really want to focus in on. Not to say that, telling the story through the trading cards, there's not that hasn't been important, and there are people who enjoy that, but I think at scale, what you just described is more of what people want, right? Exactly. I will tell you, open up a box of Moon Knight. The technology that you guys used in Moon Knight was incredible.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I think anyone who's a fan of that show or a fan of MCU cards, or how could they not be impressed with the technology that was used in Moon Knight? And that has me thinking about. I was like, the elements that were in Moon Knight were really cool. The designs were really cool. It did so well with kind of integrating what the theme of the show is with the type of inserts. But it has me pretty excited about Doctor Strange. In fact, I actually solidified a 3-box order today for Doctor Strange, and I'm looking forward to that.
Very cool. Very cool. There's Doctor Strange is one of my products, and there are definitely some great hits in it. Just to name one, the Book of Ashanti autographs are going to be looking amazing. We've also been working with a new company that deals with foiling that has depth to it. I don't want to kind of give out names or anything, but kind of touching on the Heimdall. This is kind of, if we look at this is kind of still kind of flat in the foil world, even though there is some ridges and depth. this new technology that we're starting to apply to cards, and hopefully you saw some of it in Moon Knight. There's just more depth. It looks like you're looking into a card, and I've noticed that with that as a background, some of the ink will kind of bounce off of the reflectiveness of it, and it kind of like shows back through in the card. I can nerd out about this. It's kind of like one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I love that. Well, so speaking of Disney Plus, us fans, are fans of the 90s, right? A lot of us, right? And we have new shows that are coming out like X-Men 97 animated series. And then there's a lot of, kind of older Fox product that is now on Disney Plus. And we got Wolverine and Deadpool. Can you speak to the possibility that we might see some of that in the future?
Anything that Disney or Marvel releases is not off the books for us. So we are definitely looking forward to a X-Men 97 set. I kind of had something driven last year for it, but we kind of had to kind of delay it for this year. So expect something there. Of course, we're going to make a set for each one of the movies. And if the show did well enough on Disney Plus, we also are looking at that as well.
I love that. I'll tell you, Eric and Julia Lewa are the original showrunners and writers for the original X-Men series. And you can read about this in the book that they published about the show. But they use 1992 X-Men, the Jim Lee set, as the source material for the show. And so when they would hire a writer, they would give them a box of 92 X-Men trading cards because that was their index. That was their Wikipedia at the time. And those cards had that big of an impact on the show. And you can really see that when you pair the two together from a design and the information that's on the back. So I spoke with Eric and Julia, and it turned out they had the original cards that they used when they were making the show. Oh, wow. And I had them sign a full blue and gold team and a Magneto and send it to me.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So I think many of us would love to see, an X-Men animated series, 97 nonetheless. And, I can tell you that Eric and Julia were like, hey, we'd love to sign some of those cards.
Oh, awesome. That's good to know. Maybe we'll have a special appearance somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Add it to the list of possibilities.
100%. 100%. Well, guys, I'm telling you, I'm really excited about Marvel Platinum. I'm looking forward to opening it and enjoying it with everyone on the channel. I think it's important that you guys help us understand I'm going to use the word narrative in the most positive way possible. Kind of fill in the gaps of information so that when we're opening the product, we understand kind of what was behind it, and that sets like a healthy conversation around it to be able to understand, what the intention is for Upper Deck. And for you to say, hey, Marvel Platinum, as much as we want everyone who already collects to enjoy it, this is also built for a future collector that doesn't even know it exists yet. But they're going to discover it, and there are elements that they're going to appreciate and enjoy about it as well. I think that's really important.
Definitely. We are always trying to grow the collector, I guess, the collector field. There's no age assigned to a collector these days. And so we want to appeal to everyone.
Love that. Was there anything else you would like for myself or the Spidey Hits viewers to know before we wrap up the interview?
I'll share a few other things that we got coming up. Let's see what I got. Awesome. Just to add a few more. Last year I think it was last year, we established a new brand, the Allegiance brand. And that's kind of bringing fan favorite story arc driven sets, right? So we do have a few of those, coming up. So we got Secret Wars 1984, sounding like Infinity Trilogy, and a few more in the works. So I'm really excited about those as well.
Ooh, a few more. Those are big storylines. It makes me start to think about what other big storylines would you...
Absolutely.
Executioner Song, House of M, Sinister Six.
There's a lot.
I don't know.
There's a lot of really great ideas, and this is where my, our content guy really comes in, and he becomes our expert and just really brings it all together. So I'm excited for these two.
On the cinematic side, looking forward to the I guess we call it our flagship set. So the Marvel Studios Upper Deck Series 1 and 2. We'll have iterations of kind of Marvel Universe in the MCU stuff as well. You already see the PMGs kind of coming through sets. We want to kind of focus even more on that in the future. Possibly some even higher tiered sets coming in for the MCU side as well. Think, I don't know, maybe like an Allure or Black Diamond again. Definitely there.
Look, Black Diamond is it's easily one of the best products for Marvel that Upper Deck has ever printed, in my opinion. And I'm saying that as someone who doesn't collect movie sets. I'm a comic guy myself.
Nice.
But man, what an incredible set that was.
And I think, that set, Black Diamond and Allure, they kind of lead to the character. So again, we're trying to really kind of focus on those more character-driven sets, much less the story-driven set.
Yeah, awesome. I love that. That was great information, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, look, I know I could keep you forever, but I know you guys have families to get to. I really appreciate you jumping on. I hope we can have you again soon with future releases to be able to walk through those and share information that you would want the collectors and fans of Marvel trading cards to know. I think that would be great.
Thank you so much for having us. I think it's a good idea that that Haley and I kind of have this exposure to the community, because we need the feedback anywhere and everywhere that we can get it. You can find me at the cons, sometimes Comic-Con, sometimes Gen Con, but yeah, always looking forward to kind of hearing from the community.
Definitely.
Well, it's great to get to know you guys. Thank you. You're welcome back anytime. If I can serve you in any way, please let me know. And everybody, thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this kind of content, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you have any feedback for Upper Deck or for myself, please leave me a comment down below. We'll be sure to read it and respond to it. But as always, I hope you have a marvelous day. Oh, man. That was fantastic.
That was great. Thank you so much, Justin.
Thank you so much, Justin. It was a lot of fun.